everyone. Welcome back to Echo. This is how we become real woke. Yes, welcome to this channel, our channel, where we learn, where we unlearn, where we relearn, so we can ultimately decrease struggle in our lives. Because really, guys, we do not have to struggle. I'd like to welcome all of you back, especially the old subscribers and the viewers. And if you are new on this channel and any of the content resonates with you, feel free to subscribe, to hit the like button so that more people can be aware of this video and it can be shared with them by the YouTube impressions. And yeah, don't forget to hit the notifications icon too so that you can always be updated when we post new content. Yes, guys, so in today's video, I want to talk about something that relates to the previous video. So in the previous video, I spoke about energy harvesting, right? And how we give off our energy freely to be harvested by buildings, by people, by situations, and the likes. So today, I would like to talk about our delusions. They call it the Delulu syndrome. And I just want to say we are all delusional, guys. It is so sad that sometimes a person's delusions can actually end up affecting the world globally. Yes, it's possible. So without wasting any more time, let us get into today's video. The Delulu syndrome. I'll give you an example, a very, very good example of someone that was delusional and they ended up affecting the whole world. You guys remember Adolf Hitler? Yes, Hitler, this man. Yes. So Adolf Hitler, for those of you who don't know, was a German Nazi who murdered thousands, hundred thousands of Jews in Germany years ago. Yeah, a few decades ago. And this man believed that we shouldn't be mixing bloods. He wanted a pure race. And he did not like the Jews very much. And because of that, the whole world experienced World War. As a 2 or 1? One of those world wars, guys. And there are talks of a World War III. Please, let's not get into that energy and that vibration and that pendulum, and then we end up actually manifesting that World War III. Some say it has already begun, right? Remember, I have been talking about how when we pay attention, we buy the experience. So if you are going to be paying attention to such things, you are actually buying the experience, including the experience of war. So you are giving your energy freely to that particular situation. In the previous video, I spoke about pendulums and I explained what they are. An entity that thrives off negative energy. So think about what is happening right now. We have all the fear around the eclipse on the 8th of April. People think the world is ending. People think Jesus is coming back. And CERN, guys. Go and research CERN. What do they call it? Particle collider. Hey, go and research CERN in Switzerland. They are turning it on the 8th of April. Why are they doing that? Are they harvesting our energies? I don't know. Go look it up. Okay? So what is happening right now is we have all this fear around the eclipses, right? And then we also have the P. Diddy story. So it's not just the P. Diddy story, it's the music industry, right? There's a lot of ugly stuff happening there. And then we focus on it because all the media attention is on it. So we focus, our emotions are involved, we react instead of responding. And guess what? We are feeding our energy to this pendulum, to this energy entity, whether we know it or not. So think about how you feel when you watch the news and you see the story of P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, whatever, Diddy, Diddler, I don't know. How do you feel? You get angry? You get upset? Are your emotions involved? What happens with you? Please take note, take stock, guys. You are giving your energies freely to entities that we don't even know about, or maybe we know a bit about. Yeah, so I felt it to be very important to reiterate the issue of energy harvesting, because our energies are not just harvested, we give them freely. We get angry, we get depressed, and then we stay there. And then after a while, that sort of becomes who we are. It becomes our personality. So a lot of the times, the things that we think define who we are or our personalities are traumas from our past. They become part of our nervous system, and then we start identifying with them as part of who we are. But that's not who we are. We are not slavery. We are not apartheid as experienced here in South Africa. We are not oppression. Okay? We are not the inadequacies that we've been made to feel. We are human. We are spiritual beings, actually, having a human experience. And how are we having this human experience? We are allowing it to dictate how we live, who we are, what we achieve, you know, how we interact with each other, instead of just being a human being. Just be. Okay? Yeah, so back to this delusional topic that we are talking about today. People that are often leaders of cults, I feel, suffer from the Delulu syndrome. They start believing that they have certain powers and that they are holier than everyone else, or that they are the returned Messiah. And because of that delusion, they end up affecting so many people. Think of TB Joshua. I just saw a BBC documentary a couple of weeks ago exposing his church and what has been happening in there. This man was delusional. He believed that if he sleeps with virgins, he will get some power. Actually, the story of virgins and the power of sleeping with them, having sexual intercourse with a virgin, reminds me of another delusion from when I was growing up. So when I was young, there was no HIV/AIDS. And then we started hearing about this disease called HIV/AIDS. And then the next thing, virgins were being raped because people were delusional. They believed that if you sleep with a virgin, you'll be cured. There are people that have delusions of killing people living with albinism because they believe they'll get certain powers and riches and stuff. So I hope you can see how like our delusions can actually end up destroying other people's lives. All because we believe in a certain idea.
What is the most resilient parasite? A bacteria? A virus? An intestinal worm?
What Mr. Cobb is trying to say.
An idea. Resilient, highly contagious. Once an idea has taken hold of the brain, it's almost impossible to eradicate. An idea that is fully formed, fully understood, that sticks.
Imagine the delusion that other people have, that black people are dangerous, black people will kill them. And then when someone sees a black person, they just jump. They are scared. They go into fear mode. Delusions, guys. Can we from today start being aware of our delusions and how they affect other people? If you have a delusion that someone is out to get you, guess what? You are going to manifest that in your life. You pay attention to by the experience. So I'm urging all of us to start reflecting every day on our own delusions and how they may be affecting other people. Imagine a global catastrophe because of one individual's delusion, guys. Like, really. You know? So when we focus on these delusions, like Hitler, P. Diddy, who thinks he's a god, I think, you know, we are feeding the pendulum. We are feeding our energies to an entity that actually thrives through these negative frequencies. So I'm asking you again, guys, are you happy to be giving away your energy so freely to these entities? You know now, so you can do something about it. You can shift your focus. You can shift what you pay attention to. And on that note, I think we have come to the end of today's video. And I hope you guys have found some value in it. And I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. And I'm so grateful that you have watched this particular video until the end. So enjoy the rest of the week, guys. We are heading closer and closer to 8 April. Don't forget to research CERN, CERN. Research that, guys. Particle accelerator, they call it. So on that note, bye. I'm going to see you in the next video. Thank you.